Imagine people watching you. The text is so full, and then you are old. You are 10 years old. You're trying to open the door. Really? I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed though. It was bad. It was bad. Mm. Hello, dollz and ninjas. Welcome back to my channel. So for some here, I am K Trisha. Please don't forget to join the K Trisha family by subscribing and be a doll or a ninja. So today I'm doing a mukbang from KFC. Okay, so let's get into it. Let us not waste time. Okay, so I got my bag from KFC. So it's guys, from KFC. Guys, don't want to lie to you, setting this camera was so difficult. If I could show you what is underneath this table, guys, I've put pillows so that I can, but still, as you can see, I'm not getting it without mayonnaise. One thing, like, I cannot eat food without mayonnaise. I don't have a spoon. Let me put it this side. I also have my shoes over here. I put it here. Let me put it here. For sharing my embarrassing moments. Okay, before we do that, let me first dip this on the mayonnaise. Yeah, like that. Let me also have a bite. Let me also have a bite of this burger. Look at that mayonnaise. I'm hungry. Okay. So as I said at the beginning of the video that I'll be sharing my embarrassing moments, okay? So the first one is that I was sitting in my room then, and then I have this habit of looking everything in my body. So I was sitting in my room and in front of a mirror, I was looking at my at my private part, like my vitals, I was like checking if everything is okay. I don't have anything suspicious. Guess what happened? My mom has this habit of knocking while she's opening the door. Like, she'll be like, "Coco," or "knock knock" while she's opening the door. She doesn't even wait for me to reply and say, "You can come in." So I was like in front of my mirror, my legs were open, looking my vagina, and then boom, my mom entered my room. Was I not embarrassed? Like, I was so embarrassed. Firstly, like, we both laughed. Like, she laughed. She was like, "What are you doing?" And I was so mad. I was like, "Why didn't you knock?" She's like, no, I did knock, but like, how can I say? Why didn't you wait for me to say come in? Yo, at first I laughed, but I was so embarrassed. That was so embarrassing. Like after that, she didn't even leave my room. She started searching things. You know, parents, like I don't know, black parents, they have this habit. They will get inside your room and then they will start searching things. Hey, I'm looking for this, and you will tell them, no, like I don't have that in my room. And then she was searching. It was so awkward for me. It was so awkward. Like she caught me like looking at my V. I was running to you. It was so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Talking about her always entering my room without knocking. So I have this habit of creating scenes in my head. Me, like, sometimes I talk like I'm like I always talk alone. Like, especially when I'm in my room, I always talk alone. Like, I create scenarios. I'll pretend as if I'm in a movie, or I'll pretend as if I'm with my boyfriend. Like I'm crazy, yo. She did that again. She opened the door without knocking, and she found me speaking to myself, talking to myself. Mm, she was like, and then mm, yeah. And what's worse, guys, I don't have keys. Like I cannot lock my door. I always speak alone. Like yo, I speak alone. That was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Ah, there was one. It got worse. So while I was still in campus, or no, still in school. So like, I was attending a lecture. Now was ending at 4 o'clock, and then it was like 3:30. As I was sitting down, no man, I can feel I can feel this discharge like coming out. Okay, on my private area. No man. The problem is that I could smell it. It smelled so bad, guys. Like that discharge smelled so bad. Like it was so bad. It smelled like it was smelling like fish. I cannot describe it. Not like fish, but like it was so bad. And I could just smell it while I was sitting down. I know, like when you attend class, like there's always people sitting next to you. Like I was like wondering if they can also smell me. So this lecture was giving us our exam papers. It was time for me to stand up and go and collect my paper. At first, so the teacher like called my name. I said, "Homota." I pretended as if I didn't hear anything. I was like, "Can you please pass me my paper?" So I told another student to pass me my paper, okay? And they were like, my lecturer was like, "No, can you please come forward and take your paper?" Yo, yo, yo. Like guys, that moment, my confidence went from 100 to 0. I stood up and I went there and I took my paper. What I was passing, like, no man could like you ask them to go forward, like I don't know in English, to go forward so that you can pass. Like I was so embarrassed because I didn't know if they could smell me or not. Like but I think they could, but it was so smelly. And that day, like I was not even wearing a liner. So you can imagine having like that bad discharge and worse, you're not wearing a liner. So meaning it got transferred to my underwear. Yo, I was so embarrassed. Like, and then after that class, I didn't even wait for my friends. I went straight to the toilet just to make it. I was so embarrassed. That was not enough, girl. So I was using a partner to travel. So I've never like stayed in like rest at the rest. I've never. So I always traveled. So because I was using a bus, guess what happened that day? The bus was so full. The bus was so full, so I had to do standing. Guys, I had to stand in front of this lady. She was young. He was so embarrassed. And while I was in that bus, I was thinking, what if she can smell me? What if she can smell me? What if she can smell me? It was so, I don't know what's happening, but I thank God I no longer get those extremely bad smell. It was so embarrassing, guys. Yeah, Speaking about the bus, I remember the first time when I was first day of me using a bus call. So like I used to use a taxi. So because like taxi was expensive for me, so I had to use a bus name. So you know when you use a taxi, when it's time for you to get off the taxi, you say, can you please drop me there? Can you please stop me? So like you tell the driver, can you please drop me here? So when you use a bus, it's different. You don't do that. You just stand up and then the driver will just stop. Okay, I didn't know that. Hey, that day I was even sitting in front of the bus because like it was my first time, so I was so anxious. So I sat on the first seat of the bus. When I was close to the station, I was like, driver, ngicela station. Ngamemeta, guys. I was like, can you please, what's that? I was like, can you please drop me at the station? Yo, they were women. You know those gossiping women, like in the bus, on the bus, whatever. Those gossiping women. Yo, they laugh. Yo, they laugh. Like, guys, yo. I was like, I was like, I had to stand up. I didn't even look back. The bus driver, yo, Bankega, he laughed so hard. He was like, no, you must not do that. You just have to stand up and then I will drop you. You don't have to say where you are. You want me to drop you at. So you just have to stand up and then I will drop you. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I was like, driver, the driver was like, what? What are you saying? Kalungekisa station. Yo, bangfika bomake lapha ebhasini. Yo, bangfika shona. Bangfika. Ngathi yami. Welcome to Basco. I'm officially welcome to Basco. Officially welcome. Ngathi ngiyasutha. I'm feeling full, so ngiyasutha. That I was so embarrassed. So growing up, I think I was 13 years old. I had this problem of struggling to open the taxi door, you know, at Quantum, especially when it's new. Yo! So, in a way that every time I have to use a taxi, I'll use the taxi that I've not just got so. So, it happened that day there were no scoros. So, I used the Quantum. Then it was my turn to get off the taxi. Bro, I know very well that I struggled to open the door. A taxi door. I was so beautiful that day. I was wearing my dress, my necklace, and I was coming from Mr. Price. It was like first time going to town alone. I was 13 years old, yeah. So Pella, I have to go. I have to get off the taxi. I have to open the door. Didn't I struggle? Didn't I struggle to open the door? Yo, I was so embarrassed, and the taxi was full. Imagine, I was the first one to get off that taxi. I had to open, you know, that quantum door when it's still new. Yeah, I used to struggle, and the driver kept telling me, no, first you need to pull, and then you push. Me, what I did, I will just do those things like first, like I would just pull while pushing. I don't know, like, and then the taxi was like, no, pull and push. Yo, there was this ladies at the back. Yo, they laughed at me. I wanted to cry, guys. I wanted to cry. Yeah, bang scene. Umuhle so awati kuvula sivalo seteksi. Yo, I was so beautiful. I couldn't open a taxi door. Imagine 13 years old. I was so embarrassed. And on that same day, I went to the mall for the first time. I struggled to find the door to leave. You know, I think I spent like 15 minutes walking around the mall, walking around. I couldn't find the door. So like the mall has there's this pick and pay shop where you need to use that passage so that you can go straight to the taxis. Yo, I struggled to find that entrance, that passage that will lead me to the taxis. Yo, my Zuli Mall guys, I walked, and then there's this security guard was like, "No, what's your problem? You've been walking here like back and forth, back and forth." And I was like, "I'm looking for the passage that will lead me to the taxis." And he was like, "Why don't you ask? You need to ask, otherwise why? Why?" I was like, "I'm afraid to ask because you'll think that I'm stupid." And then he was so kind, and then he showed me the passage. You need to go that side, pick and pay shop, and then you turn right, you turn left, and then you turn right, and then it will lead you to the taxis. Yo, it was my first time going out alone. Ngalahleka mina emall encane eseRiverside. Hey, that was so embarrassing. Not even Mall of Africa, no. Riverside Mall. I was 15 years old. Ngalahleka. Ngalahleka straight. Ngalahleka. And I embarrassing out. I'm just I think it was Valentine's Day. I was with my boyfriend, who's now my ex. We're doing the deed. I don't know what happened. I think maybe it's the food that I ate at that restaurant. While we're doing the deed, yo guys, I just felt like I couldn't hold it. I had to fart, like I had to let it go. While we're doing it, yo, it was so smelly. Like it was so smelly. Eggs. Boiled eggs. That's what I mean. While we're doing the deed, yo, and like he was called for me, and he was like, I also look at Nambugaram. I was like, yo, Wahega. That was the best because he laughed. He was not offended. Like, yo, but deep down I was so embarrassed. That is so embarrassing. We're talking about imagine doing the deed with your partner and then boom, Yasuta, you fat. Yo, I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget that day. So guys, go in the comments and then share. Share with me your embarrassing moments, because wow, I've been through a lot, shame. I've been through it, but the most embarrassing one for me was the fish discharge. Yo, that was because like that affected my confidence for that moment. And it can happen that they did smell me. They did smell it also. The people who were around me. So that was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. And the taxi door thing. That was so embarrassing, bro. You can imagine people watching you. The taxi is so full, and then you are old. You are 10 years old. You're trying to open the taxi door. Really? I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed though. It was bad. It was bad. Oh yes, that was great time. That was super great. Ooh. Let me finish this. Man, yo. Man, yourself. Damn it. Yo. Yo. Sabonga Nkosi. Sabonga kudla Nkosi. Thank you God for this food. Amen. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. So don't forget to share your embarrassing moments, okay? Comment down below and share. Love you guys. It's time for me to leave. Bye.